It's a real shame you can't buy a new diesel-powered Volkswagen in the US anymore. Following the big emissions brouhaha, they don't offer any, even though they've been a huge proponent of the technology for decades. Luckily, the VW scandal didn't ruin compression ignition for everyone, though. Welcome to another short list. For enhanced fuel efficiency, greater driving range, and of course, copious low-end torque, it's hard to beat a diesel. The only problem is the fuel's a bit pricier than gasoline, and of course they require much more after-treatment hardware, which is expensive. While harder to find, you can still buy a variety of new diesel-powered vehicles in America today, and here are a few worthwhile offerings. And we start with the Chevrolet Cruze, which can be had with an oil-burning 1.6-liter dynamo that features a variable nozzle turbocharger, rated at 137 horsepower and a beastly 240 pound-feet of torque. It should provide plenty of scoot. For 2019, a 6-speed manual transmission is no longer offered with this engine, so you'll just have to make do with the standard 9-ratio auto box. At least you can still choose between hatchback and sedan bodies. But most drivers these days are completely disinterested in small cars, a real pity. Crossovers are the only vehicles people seem to want anymore, and that's good news because you don't even have to leave the Chevrolet store to get a car-based utility with a diesel engine. You see, they will happily sell you an Equinox with the same engine as in the Cruze, one with identical bore, stroke, and output figures. Matched to a 6-speed automatic transmission, it is impressively economical, especially in front-wheel drive form, where you can expect up to 32 mpg combined. But wait, there's more! GM CEO Mary Barra, friends just call her Mare Bear, well, she has another diesel trick up her pantsuit sleeve. If you want a professional-grade Equinox, you could always grab a GMC Terrain. Yes, it too is available with the same silky smooth 1.6-liter diesel I've been yakking about. Base price with that engine is about $33,000, including delivery. But back to cars, the Jaguar XE is a pleasant luxury sedan with tasteful design and plenty of powertrain options. In the US, you can get several flavors of a turbocharged gasoline 4-cylinder, a supercharged V6, or even a small diesel, yes! The compression ignition offering displaces 2 liters and is rated at a rather middling 180 horsepower. However, torque clocks in at a crushing 318 pound-feet. That's enough kibbles and bits to get this car to 60 miles an hour in a claimed 7.4 seconds. And guess what? You can get that same smooth-running Ingenium diesel in the larger XF sedan if you fancy having a bit more car. Unfortunately, though, that engine is not available in the versatile and oh-so-sexy Sport Brake model. That's the station wagon. They're only offered with a 380 horsepower supercharged gasoline V6. Such a privation! Now, if you still want to stay in the Jaguar Land Rover family, an oil-burning heart is also available in both the F-Pace and Velar utility vehicles. These closely related crossovers are both graced with 180 horses provided by 2 liters of displacement spread across 4 cylinders. Sounds pretty familiar, eh? If the Jaguar floats your boat, plan on shelling out about 50 grand for a base F-Pace with this engine. Of course, if you'd rather the Range Rover Velar, tack about $7,200 more onto that price tag for an entry-level example. But how about a few trucks to round out this list? What American doesn't love a pickup? If they say they don't, well, they're probably lying. Coming in at number 3 and 2 respectively is a pair of mid-sized twins, the Chevrolet Colorado in LT trim and GMC Canyon dressed in SLE form. These are the most affordable versions of each offered with diesel power. Now, both are fitted with the General's sprightly 2.8-liter Duramax 4-cylinder unit that's good for 181 horses and 369 pound-feet of torque. Amazingly, that engine should return up to 30 mpg highway with rear-wheel drive. Base price for the Chevy is about 37 grand. Plan on spending around $1,000 more for the GMC. Rounding things out is the ever-popular Ford F-150. This full-size truck can be had with a refined 3-liter Power-Stroke diesel V6, one that delivers 250 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of twist. Aside from those figures, the company is also keen to crow about its impressive 30 mpg highway rating, a number it should deliver when equipped in exactly the right configuration, and of course, that version is something I bet very few people actually buy. And there you have it, some of our favorite diesel-powered vehicles available for purchase right now. Plenty more solid offerings should become available later in the 2019 model year, from the Chevrolet Silverado to the Jeep Wrangler and Ram 1500. And despite its recent issues, diesel is not going anywhere.